afternoon, everyone, and welcome to yet another Zoom interview on Topic Time with Harrison Young. They seem to be happening left and right. Whatever we do, it always comes out great, and it's getting better all the time. And it's the second show of May, the first one in Easton. And I welcome you all. I got a great guest, another rapper today. But before we get to him, got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So I want to thank Auto Country, king of the used car in Abington, #1 in the dealer raters of Massachusetts of 2021. Best all-around performance and service, and the king of the used car in Abington, like I said. So we got them. We got Mears here in Champs Boutique in Brockton. We got Auto Town, Auto Glass, and Auto Body in Abington. We got Countertops Express in North Attleboro. We got White Mountain Crystals in Plainville. We got Shaggy Chic Dog Grooming Salon in Attleboro. We got John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got Easton Fitness right in the Village Shops in Northeastern. We got Chapin Sheds in Whitman. We got Lynch's Towing, Auto Cycle, and Truck Center in Brockton, one number for towing, one number for projects. We got RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We got Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We got Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We got the Gun Runner LLC in Middleborough, dedicated to your Second Amendment rights with customers and friends. We got Furnace Brook Motors right in Easton, and we got Joe's Diner in Taunton. I want to thank you guys very much. And now on that note, I'll now introduce Mr. Mitchell Woo Woo. Is that how you say it?
That's Money Mitch Woo.
What are you rolling a joint over there?
Yeah, man, it's already rolled.
I love this. It's like we're doing a show with Cheech and Chong here.
Yeah, you know it. Come on, man. The modern day one.
Hey, enjoy it. Hey, the man actually has COVID, but he's having a great time. He's probably having more fun now than he would have been if he was here.
Hey,
in person.
Fuck it.
Oh, okay. Well,
now at least I'm in my own environment too, you know.
Exactly. It's a hell of a looking nice environment you got there. You got I think you got your own studio.
Yeah, I do. I'm right here in my own studio.
That's awesome. Right in your house.
Yep.
I remember when I called you this morning, you were a last minute fill-in, but you were making pizza. Now you're going to get the munchies again.
Yeah, man.
Oh, this is pretty good. This is already a great show already. I mean, and when, eventually though, halfway through, you're going to do a little rap for us too. You're going to show us
absolutely.
You're going to show how talented and professional you are. All right. Well, tell me about you. So what's your full name? Mitchell Woo Woo Money or something?
So my name is Mitchell Reardon, but my stage name is Money Mitch Woo.
Got it.
So I'm an artist, I'm a producer, and I'm a audio engineer. All
right. And you live in the Worcester area, right?
Yeah, I'm in Worcester.
You're in Worcester, like so many great rappers I've had on the show since last year, and it's been a great run. And this year too, and getting me more all the time. And they've always enjoyed watching the shows, and their friends like you have always come flocking, and I love that. All right. Well, tell me about you though. Tell me about did you grow up in Worcester, and what did you do as a kid when you did where you
were?
Tell me
I
about
grew up so I grew up in Worcester. As a kid, so I've always been in music. Actually, my dad taught me how to play guitar when I was a kid, 5 years old.
How young were you?
Guitar, 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So and I even I got a couple guitars in here too. I make samples. I send those out to producers too.
Okay.
But yeah, so like ever since I was a kid, it's been music, and then like once I figured out like what's my outlet that I could put towards music, like what's my direction of music, because like everybody's gonna have their own direction. Like my dad, he was a guitarist. He's an amazing guitarist. He still is. He plays guitar all the time. But like I was always like I'm good at guitar, but like what's my take on it, So then like that's when I found hip hop, and it's been a rap since then, man.
Okay, well that's what you chose. Now, do you ever collaborate with your dad on musical stuff, or do you go your way and he goes his way?
Yeah. So like at first not really, but recently we started linking up more, and he's been coming over here and putting stuff down. Like he'll plug his electric guitar, his Fender, right into the preamp, and we'll jam out, and then I'll take what he plays. He'll play some sick shit, and then I'll take that and I'll spin it, put it on a beat or something.
Cool. But it's awesome. That's swell. So obviously you've inspired each other, as it should be.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So how about vocals? How'd you learn the vocals? Did you take lessons?
So like singing and stuff like that? Yeah. So that was just like it's funny because I always liked singing, but when I was a kid, my mom would tell me Reardons aren't singers.
Okay. Sounds a little discouraging, but I
Yeah,
guess
yeah,
the
yeah.
way it probably
But
worked out, like a reverse psychology thing.
but and so that's why I started rapping, because I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna rap because I don't really gotta sing to rap. But then like
Right.
as I started rapping more, and as like I started getting better with that and learning how to like dictate my voice and like carry cadences and stuff like that, it became like everything just fell in place, and I actually learned how to sing. And then I stumbled upon one of my best friends now. His name's Kenny K Demption. He's a producer.
Okay.
I stumbled upon him through mutual friends, and we started working together. And he kind of helped me learn how to hit notes, because before I didn't know what I was really hitting. And
Okay.
we'd be in the studio, and he'd be playing notes on the keyboard, being like, nah, you're hitting this note, dun 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 dun, but you need to hit this note, dun 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 dun.
Sweet.
And he'd do that, and over and over and over again, him getting mad at me for not hitting it, and then me getting mad at him for getting mad at me. Eventually I just started hitting him the right way. You know, I started hitting, hitting the notes.
The friction paid off. Sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be firm sometimes. No
Pressure makes diamonds.
Did you go to college at all?
Nah, no.
Okay. Now, were you ever in a band? Besides, I mean, talk about, that. If that.
Then not really. I played, so when I was like me and all my cousins on my dad's side,
Yeah.
we all played instruments. So
Okay.
when we were kids, we pretended we had a band.
I see.
We would like shit. I took it more serious than anything. I feel like I was writing songs. I was like trying to tell them how they should play their instrument to match this. But like we were all kids, it wasn't like it wasn't serious. But I never really been in a band until now. I have like my group, like we're a team. So like that I would consider that like a band. But other than
Tell me
that,
about the group. Tell me, maybe I had some of them on my show.
yeah. So it's K Demption. He's one of our producers.
Okay.
And then I have Rage SD.
Okay.
He's featured on my album. I just dropped an album on April 20th, 9 songs. So he's on the second song on that.
This is a couple of weeks ago. Great. Okay.
Yep. And then I got my man Salva Ray, which he just moved to Arizona.
She or he?
So he just moved to Arizona.
Okay.
And then I got my man Dr. Booted.
Okay.
Which he's right here in Worcester.
Cool. So you got a foursome there.
Yep.
All right.
And then me.
And you. Okay.
Yep.
And of course you have your own studio at your house.
Yep.
You record. And now as far as you write your own stuff. So what inspires you? Is it your life stories and stuff, or we'll find out when you perform, but I'm just
it's
about it.
It's crazy how sometimes the songs come together, because I try not to think too hard about it.
Right. That makes sense. You don't have to.
It all just kind of flows. And so sometimes I'll be at work or whatever, and I'm just going about my job or whatever, and then something will hit me and I'll write down like 4 bars. And then those 4 bars will be like the beginning, and like I'll set a tone for a song with those 4 bars. And then I'll just start, like later in the day, I'll look at those 4 and I'll start going off, and I'll write 16 to that. And then, and then once my juices is flowing, I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna write another 4, and then I'll write another 16 to that, and I'll write another. And all these, sometimes I don't even write them to beats, because I make my own beats sometimes. So I could just make the song, write it, and then I could figure out the production after that, or I could have K Demption, I could have him cook up a beat that would go perfect to what I just wrote.
It's interesting that you mentioned the numbers 4s and 16s, because I took piano lessons for 7 years as a kid, and I learned that a lot of most of the rhythmic songs are in 4/4 time.
Yep.
And it also includes 16th notes, which is a rhythm too. So these are things that would probably apply to rap as well. I mean, I haven't done music in a long time. I do know how to read notes though. So
always with rap, it's always either 8 bars or 16 for a verse. It's either 8 bars or 16 bars.
Okay.
And then the hook could consist of either 4 bars or 8 bars.
Sounds like you could be teaching this stuff.
No, I could, man. I've been doing this forever. I've been doing this since I was 13. I'm 25
How old are you
now.
You don't look too old now. You only look about 22 with that, if that.
25.
Oh yeah, okay.
I just shaved, so I look good for the show, man.
Thank you. I shave too. I think you shave better though. I suck at shaving. What can I say? I have stubble. I mean, that's what my family tree consists of. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that's awesome. You like your appearance. So where have you performed then? What venues have you performed at? And around.
So far, I've only had 2 performances. I performed at Electric Haze.
Is that in
And that's
Worcester?
it's in Worcester on Millbury Street.
Okay.
And then I performed at it was like a New Year's bash party, and that was at One Way Sound.
Was that just this past New Year's?
Yeah, that was this New Year's.
Yeah, okay.
So those are my first 2 performances. And up until then, I've been trying to focus on being a studio artist and
Okay.
like really focus on like all the aspects of being a recording artist, because like for me it's like building me as an artist is like a house, you know what I mean? So I gotta make sure the foundation is solid as hell, like, you know what I mean? Like nothing's gonna knock down this fucking house.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So me going in the studio, I'm going in there every day. I've been recording here in my studio just about every day for the past 4 or 5 years, just
Okay.
like grinding. And then that's me focusing on building up my mic presence and like being able to really do whatever I want with my art. And then now that I got all that perfect the way I want it to be, while I'm still gonna try to get better at it, but it's good enough now. So now I'm going to be working on stage presence and like rocking shows and all that. So I got these first 2 shows already knocked out.
Yep.
And I have 3 more shows booked. I have 2 shows booked for May, and then I got 1 show booked for July so far.
Okay. Is that all in Worcester?
No, only one of them is in Worcester.
Tell us where they are.
So I got May 13th. I'm performing in Dover, New Hampshire.
Okay, that's a week from tomorrow.
Yep. And
nighttime show.
Yeah, it's gonna be 9 o'clock. 21 plus free entry party.
Cool.
And it's gonna be packed. It's gonna be lit. And I'm coming in as a special guest. Oh yeah, man. Come on now.
Sweet. Okay, where else?
So and that's hosted by DJ Kid Cash. He's DJing that.
Okay.
And then the next one is also with DJ Kid Cash, and that's at the Pack in Webster.
Okay. When is that? When is that?
That is I think it's May 23rd, but I could be wrong.
That's all right. By the time you start, you do your show in Dover, New Hampshire, you'll have plenty of time to get the venue and the time right.
Yep. So, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more shows with DJ Kid Cash because I work very closely with him with my team, Miss Gang. That's the name of my team. We work very closely with Stereo Pleasure, and so we got a lot of shows that we're gonna be packing out there. Like he just told me these next 2 shows, but he was telling me that there's a bunch more shows that we're gonna be doing all throughout the whole summer. So
wow. Sounds to me like took you under his wing there. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. He really blessed me because he's the DJ for all these shows and parties. So he's able to bring me as
he was one of his right-hand guys, one of right-hand rappers. Yeah.
Yeah, he could bring me as his special guest and just throw me out there at any time throughout the night. So that's what he's gonna do.
That sounds awesome. That is so cool. Now, in terms of like, so it sounds to me like you're in the transition phase from doing just studio stuff to, obviously going live in venues like this, so this is a perfect time for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And it's good. It's good timing. It's coming up. It's gonna be the summer,
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
in this next show that's going on in Worcester, it's gonna be big because it's all the people I'm really close with that I really know.
When's that gonna be? You know the date
that's
of that? Where in Worcester?
That's July. That's at Electric Haze. Hold on, let me see if I have it on my phone. But that show is gonna be it's all people that I'm really that I've been working with for the last 3 years, that I've been just hanging out with, and that I know that we're all like good friends, and we all have a good amount of people that we know are gonna pop out. So we're planning on packing that. We're trying to sell out this shit. You know what I mean? We don't want nobody being able to get into it at the end of the show. You ain't tickets, doors gonna be closed. Like, you know what I mean?
Sweet. Well, guess what? Now that you've told me all this, now I'm going to relax a little bit, and you're going to do a little sample of your work right here on my show. All right. So fire up the blunt or whatever you got there, and let's hear it.
I bet.
Name a title if you want, and then we'll talk
All
about
right.
it. All right.
So yeah, so this right now I'm just freestyling. This is off the top. I'm not even gonna write nothing.
Okay.
I just made this beat yesterday.
Sweet. Okay.
So I'm gonna fire it up right
Fire it
now.
up. Fire away.
Yep. All right. Beat just start. Yeah. Yo, you hear that? You know that's me on the beat, man. It's Woo on the beat.
Okay.
I came out the woo, that shit like a zoo. So what you gonna do? Lions and tigers, they coming for you. They coming for who? Yeah. Damn. I came out the 5, promise that I'ma come out alive. I'm back on the track. Yeah. So I'm getting that pressure, but pressure make diamonds. So I'm just stuck here rhyming. I know it comes with timing. Yeah. The birds was flying, talking about bricks. Yeah, my dog pull a lick. We pulling them glicks. Yeah, he ran with a stick. Yeah. I'm back in the trap, whatever the pressure. I'm smoking, I'm clap. Rolling up, no, that's just a rap. Rolling up, no, that's just a rap. Now I made the beat, I ain't writing on these lyrics. The shit off the top, and I hope that you hear it. Yeah, hope that you hear it. I hope they observing. Yeah, they looking, observing. I know that I curving and what? Yeah, know that the sirens. I'm looking out windows, I'm seeing them sirens. They talking that shit. Bleed in the streets, believe in the streets, believe in the woo. You know what it do, you know what it do. Yeah, I cannot lie, the devil a lie. Yeah, believe in the sky. Yeah. Yeah, man, come on, this is off the top. I ain't gotta write nothing. Hey, say, like, what is right? And I said, nothing's exciting. Yeah. So how is my luck? I might get struck by lightning. Yeah. They look in my eyes and they said that it's frightening. Yeah. But my mind is stupid and lightning. Okay.
Sweet. That was awesome. It sounded like right true to form. How about your deal?
Yeah, so that was just off the top. Like I was just I
Just
did
did it
that a lot of
yesterday.
times.
Yeah. Okay, and the beat sounded good. So wait till we, when it's finished, it'll be great. That is so cool. You're able to do that. So it just comes right to you.
Were you able to hear the beat at all through the mic?
We'll hear it. Don't worry. For all intents and purposes, I heard it. When it's
Word, yeah.
edited, it'll be great.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you. People understand when we do topic time, like when we do an episode like this, sometimes we have to like putting a puzzle together, we do it later, but once it's done, no one's going to know that. I mean, all they're going to know is that we told them that we had to do it like that. But when it sounds great, they're not going to care.
Cool.
That's what matters.
Sick.
Okay. All right. So have you ever done a music video?
Yeah, I got 6 music videos out right now on
Okay.
It's on YouTube, and I've put those out within the last year.
Okay. And in the videos, is it just you rapping, or do you have other people as well?
So I have
I know you have other things going on, but tell me.
right. So I have a few of them. So like the first, I would say the first 2. So the first 2 is just me.
Okay.
And I have like props. Like I have like the first one is like I'm in like a drop top Mercedes.
Oh yeah, I know you rappers love your sweet
Yeah,
ass,
you know what I
don't you?
mean? Yeah. And then I had my homie, he's from Manchester, New Hampshire, but
Okay.
he's a Los Angeles based videographer.
Okay.
And he comes out to New England every once in a while.
Okay. Yep.
And so when he comes out, I try to shoot a music video with him, and that's what we did for the first music video I did. It was it's called Dry Clean Only.
Okay.
We shot that, and then
did you shoot it like in an outdoor scene in New Hampshire?
no, I shot it. He came down to Worcester, so
Oh, you did it in Worcester. Okay.
yeah. So my first 3 videos I shot in Worcester,
Okay.
and then the 4th one I shot in Manchester. That was with New England Boy again. That's his
Okay.
name. And then the 5th one I shot. The 5th and the 6th one I both shot in Worcester again. So I try to shoot in Worcester, or at least New England. I'm trying to stay local, but like my name's Money Mitch Wu. So like I'm trying to shoot a lot. I'm trying to put on for Worcester. I'm trying to shoot a lot of shit in Worcester.
Okay,
You know what
that's
I mean?
awesome. Yeah, it's your home city, it's your base, it's where you began. How did you come up with the name Money Woo? What's up? That's a sweet,
So it's funny actually. So like it was an accident.
everything happens for a reason, I always say, but go ahead.
I was making my SoundCloud name, right?
Okay,
And
yep,
at first it was just Money Mitch.
yep,
And I went to like on SoundCloud, you could tweak the URL so that way you could put the URL soundcloud.com/whatever you want it to be.
okay,
So I put Money Mitch and I couldn't put Money Mitch. So I was, because if somebody already had it, you know what I mean? There's got to be a bunch of Money Mitches out there, right?
yeah.
So
Well, I don't know, but you're the only one that you. Oh, I see, that's
yeah,
why you added Woo, right?
yeah, that's why I added
Oh,
Woo, because there's a million Money Mitches, you know.
okay,
Like ever since Paid in Full came out, you
right,
know, there's a million Money Mitches, or even with the song Paid in Full, there's a million Money Mitches. So I was trying to tweak the URL to make it so it was mine. So I put Money Mitch Woo, and then I kept going as Money Mitch for like a year,
okay.
and then I thought about it and I was like, I was able to put Money Mitch Wu on that. I bet I'd be able to put Money Mitch Wu on anything, and nobody has ever took it. So I just Money Mitch Wu. It was
Now you
perfect.
can copyright it for yourself too.
Yeah. And then now also it's a perfect acronym, MMW.
Right,
You know what I mean?
yeah. You said acronym, right?
MMW.
Yeah.
Yep.
This made me think when you said acronym, I thought you might have said actor name. Have you ever done any acting, by the way? Have you ever done anything else in entertainment besides music?
I did like play type
Okay,
things
kid, right?
in high school, but
Yeah.
I bet I could act though, man. Put me in front of a camera. It's a
I
wrap.
know. It'd be great. Yeah, I'm thinking,
Uh,
you're sort of a comical guy too. I can see you doing stand-up.
Word. I'm glad, you know, I'm actually really glad you said that, because
Me
I
too.
was just talking to somebody the other day saying, man, I bet you give me all I need is two things. Give me a blunt and give me a microphone. And
Okay.
I'm gonna make a whole crowd laugh. You know what I mean? Give me a joint and give me a microphone. I'm gonna make the whole crowd laugh.
Yeah, you'll be laughing as hard as all of them because that stuff,
Yeah.
sounds like you got some good stuff there. I know. Yeah, I've been clean for 43 years and I'm high on life right now. But for me,
That's
it's,
great though. Yo, that's the best high. That's
it
the best
is,
high
it
you
is,
could
it is
get.
the best high. You've lived, I'm 62 and a half and I'm a vegan and I've never felt better. And
I bet. That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. But I know how much fun it is to, use to smoke and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean, for
encourage
me,
it. I don't discourage it, but
for me, it's not I don't smoke for like fun though. It's more like it's
relaxing you.
it's a lifestyle. It's a
Right.
it's for me, it's like medicine, you know, like
Yep.
every day it helps me just be calm and just collective and just go about my day, and I get shit done with
Right.
smoking. You know, and a lot of people can't do that. You know, some people they can't get shit done when they smoke weed, and they
Yeah.
don't smoke weed because they can't do that. But for me, I'm able to get shit done when I smoke, and
Yeah, plus
you know,
it's a medicinal product anyway. I mean,
yeah,
most people using it for my father, actually, my father turns 87 tomorrow, and I think he's still using it for his back.
yeah,
Yeah, I think he does. I think he's got
oh yeah.
I got a permit for one of the local dispensaries around here.
And you know, and I don't smoke when I go to work. You
Yeah,
know, like
where do you work? What's your job?
so I work in a hospital. I work
Oh, really?
I work in the ER.
No kidding. You mean, so you were like a
Yeah,
first responder?
yeah, dude. I be saving lives. I'm a ER tech.
Wow. Well, how did you manage that without going to college?
I climbed my way up, man. I started as a CNA in nursing home, working with
Okay.
old people,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I got my experience from that. I went to the hospital, worked in the hospital, as like so now I'm a technician in the ER, but I work in trauma too. So
Wow.
every couple of weeks, like it's like my shifts will alternate, and I'll go from working in the ER, I'll work in the ER trauma, and I'll be like first on the scene helping the doctors save people when the traumas come in.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
incredible.
yeah, it's crazy.
You had no training for that? I mean, who trained? Nothing, nobody trained you at all? You just
I
sort of.
mean, so you know, like I went to Red Cross for 2 months,
Okay,
6 years ago, to be a CNA. That was the only schooling I got.
okay.
And it was
Wow.
just it was
How
a
long was
certificate.
the course for?
It was just 2 months, and it was a certificate program, and it was just like to be a CNA.
Okay, I
And
guess saving lives doesn't require a college degree. That's wonderful.
yeah, I mean, for that though, like for that certificate, it was more or less just to take care of people, to be a caregiver, just to
Right.
like, like I would help old people with their daily life type
I did,
thing.
I had a job, I've had jobs like that too. So
But
you don't really need to
yeah,
be certified, but you do need to
right.
be empathetic because people like
Yeah,
that,
you got to have your head right,
exactly.
you know?
Yep. And you obviously do, even with, okay. Well, look, guess what, Mitch, we're down to the final 5 minutes of the show.
Cool.
We made it go by. So what I want you to do is look at your image there, give shouts out to people that are going to see it. You can condense them and then we'll wrap the show up with my music as we started it.
Cool. Word. I'm gonna give a shout out to my team, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to Miss Gang. I'm gonna give a shout out to my boys, man. Give a shout out to all my boys in the Woo. Shout out Civ. Shout out Tan Man. Yo, big
Man,
shout out to
yo,
Tan
you know
Man,
that, right?
dog. Yeah, big shout out to Tan Man, dog.
Man.
Big
Okay.
shout out to my man K Demption.
Yep.
Hold me down with the production. Yo, big shout out, RIP his soul, RIP Explicit. Big shout out to Explicit for producing my last my last EP, my last LP. Big shout out Explicit.
Okay.
Big shout out to Rage SD. Big shout out Salva. Big shout out Dr. Booted. I'm saying, shit.
Well, if you don't remember everybody, they'll understand, but that's
Shit,
cool.
big shout out Hooligan. Got his single out right now. Just came out. Shit. Big shout out Dizzle, my man Dizzle. He been dropping fire on fire.
Hey, girls, you want to
You know
give
what I'm
shout out to?
Big shout out DBDJ. That's my dog. Big shout out all the DBD family. I'm saying shout out to Woo.
Cool. I don't know if you, I hope you had fun talking to me in my show.
Hell yeah, no, this was great, man. I would love to do this again.
Okay, well,
And
well,
I definitely want to get there in person too.
okay, well, yeah, I had Tan Man on at the Carver location at Area 58. So we don't have they don't have the green screen there, but we have the bricks, and that's pretty cool too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if you had a good time with me, you obviously know a lot of people. I'm always getting guests to word of mouth. So pass the word that you did my show to them. You are on Facebook, right?
Oh yeah, I got
Okay.
you on Facebook.
We got you on Facebook. Okay. So when we wrap the show up, I'm going to ask us if you stick around so we can do pictures for Facebook before you sign out.
All right.
All right. All right. We're going to wrap the show up now. Thanks, folks, for watching Topic Time. More great episodes to follow. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.